welcome back to Sausage Kool-Aid. Create Fortnite with me, coming to you with another video. Today's video is going to be me showing you my childhood neighborhood, and hopefully my family kind of clicks onto it and sees it and checks it out, and maybe it'll bring back some nostalgia for them. But let's go into the island and let's go check it out. And then go back to the hub. This is going to be a quick video. I got some like 80s music in the background trying to create the vibe of nostalgia, but we'll see. Alexa, forward. Alright, I hope your Alexa didn't go off. I'll mess with you if you have it on the TV. Alexa, turn on the music. Oh, my bad, did it turn on your music? Alexa, turn off the lights. Alright, I'll stop, my bad. I was just trying to mess with y'all. Alright, you go in here to check your island. I called it Queens because that's where I'm from. So the island is called Queens. Let's go ahead and get it loaded up. And hopefully my sister is watching. Hello, little sister. Hello, big sister. And some of my family members are watching this video so they can kind of see where we used to live and where they used to come and hang out. Or to some extent, kind of like what it looked like, or to what I remember. It's still loading. Gotta wait for it to load. Let's wait. Yeah, I just felt like creating my old neighborhood just for nostalgia reasons. You know, you're getting older, you want to kind of like go back to where you came from, but you can't really go back there unless you plan like a vacation, you know. So I kind of just made my own vacation. Let's go check it out. Alright, they got it all render in. It's pretty massive. Alright, we look down until it renders in. Yeah, it hasn't all rendered in yet because it's really massive. I mean, it's pretty big. Okay, so this is going to be where I used to grow up. Where I used to grow up. Excuse me. Where I grew up. All right. So I'm gonna take you around to the area. And my sisters, especially, I really want my sisters to see it. This is where I kind of grew up. I'm gonna go ahead and go up. This is the neighborhood as I remember it, with some exceptions. Like over here is not really where I grew up, but over here is where the buildings, especially this building. This is the building that I used to grow up in. I don't know why I keep saying it. This is the building where I grew up in. And it has a little entryway, and as I remember it, it used to go down this way, down the street, and our school used to be right across the street, right about there. I'm not finished, I'm still kind of working on it, but for the most part it's done. Just a couple of finer details here and there. But this is the building that we grew up in, and then right alongside of the building there used to be this little parking lot that we used to play handball in and ride our bikes, especially my big sister, who likes to take their face and scrape it on the ground with their bike. I remember that day. But here it is. This is the parking lot. This is just game features. You know, you won't see that when the game starts. And this is the time travel, so you can get to the apartments. I actually made the apartments. Alexa, shut the music off. Sorry, it's a little loud. Didn't mean to scream. And yeah, and then we had the parking lot over here. Then you would come. This was our little C-Town. I used to call C-Town, where we used to shop. And then we had this little back street that you would travel from behind our building, and then we would have all these like little corner stores. Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, my bad. We had all these little corner stores that you can shop. We had a little produce section. I remember I got caught stealing an apple when I was like a kid from there. We had a little like print shop. I do remember a little, and then we had remember we had a washing laundromat right here, and then we had like, I remember an arcade, which I'm still got to work on the inside. It was like an arcade here, and some stores and buses and just general stores, you know. And this is what we had. The C-Town, we used to hang out in the back of C-Town. There was always spray paint everywhere. It's New York in the 80s and 90s. Actually, it was more like the 80s. A little bit of the 90s. And this was the back of our parking lot. There used to be a little alleyway. I'm sure my sister remembers. This is where our momski used to call us out the window, "Come home, guys," and this is the little stairs, and we had a little alleyway back here that we would occasionally frequent. I don't know why the gravity is so like jumpy. And we have this little door, and you can come through these alleyways. Then we had a little building around the corner of our building. We had a little building right here. I'm still working on it. We used to play hide and seek in there. And then there was like a Catholic school, which I'm working on, is right there. There was a Catholic school over here, as I remember it. So let's get you back to the front of the building. This is the front of the building. This is the parking lot, and then you went around, and you had like Northern Boulevard. We used to have a, I remember when the front of the building's here. I remember our school, we used to have a little playground back here with fenced in area. I tried to emulate that and build it. This was our little playground that we used to have back there, and then back here was a like a school, I remember. And this was the little park we used to always hang out in. Go back to the front of the building, and there was another park we used to hang out. We used to live right there, and we'd play in the parking lot, and we would have this little area. I remember we used to have little monkey bars right here, and we used to have yeah, little playground. I remember the basketball court was kind of like indented, and we had a little handball court, racquetball court, if you will. I remember the benches over here, and this was our little childhood neighborhood. And me and my friends went as far as to, you could even go into the building, right? You enter the building. This was our lobby to our building. This used to be our lobby. So you enter the lobby to our building where we used to live, and I remember it being kind of like this. Then you would come down the hallway. There would be stairs going up here. I'd cut them off, but there would be stairs there. We would have a mailbox. There's just little rooms here. And I remember there was like a boiler room slash laundry mat down this little hallway. I got to put the boilers and all that in there, make that like a mechanical room. Then there was like a laundry. I kind of did the laundry here. And then we had a back door where you'd go out the back, which I did a riff to. So you would come out the back of the building, and you would be back here. But let's go back in. Alright, and where's the entrance? Oh, dude. Alright, the entrance. And remember all this here. And we used to go up to the elevator. The door should work. We would go up to the elevator. The elevator would take us to the next floor. And this would be our hallway. You won't see this in the game. These are like triggers and stuff. Don't worry about that. It won't be in the game when you start it. This is the edit mode. And we used to have the apartment. This was our apartment buildings. I had our friends, like as I was building it, there are certain friends that came in and built their own apartments. I built all the apartments structurally, and I said, hey, just pick an apartment and build it how you want it. And we would just hang out here and just build. I had a B there. We used to live in 4B. I don't know where the B went, but this is my friend Tox's apartment. She has a lot of decorating to do. She don't play that much when she hasn't played in a while, but here it is. This is her little room. And let me show you where I used to live. And this is for Candy and Monique and my mom, Ski. We used to live here. There has to be a mural here I have to put on there, but I put like the old stereo. Got a little working TV. My mom's Ski used to have like a lot of plants out here by the window. I don't know why I put a curtain. I was working on it. It had a little sofa. I remember the little bed right here, and we had our little kitchen. I'm still working on it. Got to do the bathroom. Still working on that. This was my sister's room. This was Candy and Monique's room. They used to have their own room here. And my parents' room was over here. I'm still working on it, as you can see. And that's it. That's what I'm working on. 4B. Well, it should be a B there, but that's where our apartment, we used to live in the corner there. And you let me go ahead and start the game so you can see the entire experience, because there's kind of like music to it. Or not music, but sounds. And I have moving vehicles. There's some moving vehicles in the map. And when you spawn in, like I said, you won't see some of these things But I have all the weapons spawned in the back of the trucks here. It looks different, something different to deliver the weapons. Kind of like getting it out the back of the trucks, and they automatically respawn. So you can shoot, do whatever. And there's a couple of features I would like to show you. Let me show you the vehicles and stuff. I mean, that vehicle is moving. Use prop manipulators or movement manipulators, and you can like have traffic. I'll show you guys how to do all that after a while. And I have some moving buses that you can actually get into. There's where is he at? Moving buses. You gotta run into him. Oh, you gotta. Oh, let me get this one. Oops, I made him a little too close. You can get in the buses and kind of travel, and I made them shrink them down enough so you can like shoot out the window or shoot out in the front. And that's one way. I'll show you how to do all that stuff later. There's one part I wanted to show you over here in the water. This is our little childhood neighborhood. And we got some buses moving. Created this little pathway for you dudes that like to play 1v1. There's a thing right there. I got some moving boats. They move with the flow of the water. And you can go swimming. And this is all created. This island was literally empty. And made it to where you swim. It's like super insane. And when you shoot with a shotgun in this water, you can have some pretty cool fights in here. Alright, well, this is my childhood neighborhood. Thanks for watching. This is Sausage Kool-Aid coming here to Crate Fortnite with me, and I hope my family enjoys the nostalgic look to where we used to grow up, and the address, if you would like to look, is 9604 Jackson Heights. And this is what this island here is trying to represent, is my childhood neighborhood. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy, and please subscribe. Sausage Kool-Aid.